Hey everyone, Renee here. I'm excited to introduce you to a new collection from Paula's Choice, which I collaborated with them on, the new and improved Calm Collection. You know, Paula's Choice is one of my favorite brands. It has so many of my skincare staples, and I believe my first Paula's Choice product I got like 2 decades ago. And so this has been an enduring relationship. So to be asked to contribute at any capacity, especially to a line that is so relevant to me and my skin, is really incredible. This started in 2019, which really feels like another lifetime ago. They invited me to their in-house lab. I got to meet their fabulous research and development team. We talked about all things sensitive skin and also the needs of all of you. For those of you not familiar, I've had sensitive and very reactive skin my entire life. This was exacerbated by growing up in the 80s and 90s, the time of astringent toners and apricot scrubs, but also the widespread belief that if it doesn't burn, if it doesn't feel squeaky clean and tight, then it's not working or you're not doing it right. To me, this just always felt wrong, skintuitively speaking. I felt stinging all the time when I applied products, the uncomfortable tightness and dryness, but also consistent rosacea outbreaks. I mean, that was what was normal for my skin at the time. I remember hearing Paula Bagoon say a long time ago that all skin should be treated as though it is sensitive. That very much resonated with me. This is the complete opposite from what I heard growing up and also what I had been told by professionals. But it's what I skintuitively knew, that skincare should be as gentle as possible and should feel comfortable. It should not cause pain. Through that approach, my skin barrier is healthy again and I'm able to use actives again. So I love that this collection is about calm skin. It's about protecting your skin barrier, maintaining calmness and preventative. So if you are using harsher actives or you're going through any invasive treatments, it will prevent your skin from going haywire. This also works to strengthen the skin barrier so there is less sensitivity over time. So any ingredient with the potential to cause irritation in skin is not included in these formulas. For example, niacinamide, even though it's one of my favorite formulas, I do know that some people cannot tolerate it. I've always said Paula's Choice has some of the best cleansers. They are so underrated, but if you know, you know. A new favorite, and spoiler alert, this is in my evening skincare routine, the Ultra Gentle Cleanser. I'm really loving this right now as the weather transitions to become drier. So I use this as a second cleanser, but this also works really well as a morning cleanser for those of you who use one. It's just so gentle, but it gets it done. This formula is simple, super mild surfactants and very hydrating. You can see from the texture, this has this pudding-like bouncy cushion texture, which I love. And when you apply it, it just becomes this thick, comforting, hydrating gel. It turns into a milk rather than a foamy lather. I even massage this over my eyes, no stinging, no irritation. It completely rinses off clean and leaves the skin feeling soft and hydrated. You know I love a Nourishing Milky toner. Even though that's milky, it doesn't come from oils. This is lightly hydrating. There's nothing heavy about this formula. In fact, it absorbs thoroughly into the skin completely. But I just love how effective it is at just calming redness and soothing irritated skin like immediately. The icon of the brand, I would say, is undisputably the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. Well, now they have made one for sensitive skin that is so gentle. This can also be used on rosacea-prone skin. Their 1% BHA sensitive skin exfoliant. This is a standout for me because it actually works just as well. And I've been a lover of the 2% BHA for years. It's not something that I can use every day, but I use it as like a weekly treatment when I really need it. So this I use in the same way as a treatment, but this is more like a serum. It looks creamy, but it really is a hydrating, thick, comforting gel. This is what I use as an exfoliating treatment now. It does that really well. After I use this the next day already, my skin just feels so much smoother and softer, but also the pores appear less visible. Everything looks degunked. I still apply a very thin layer of this, but I think this would be great for anyone who felt the 2% was just maybe too strong for them. So one of my already longtime favorite serums has a new look, the Repairing Serum. So this is the same repairing serum as this one. I am happy that this has not been changed. I just feel like it's hard to make this better. This to me is a feel-good serum. It's like everyone could use this and their skin would benefit. It's an overall skin barrier fortifying treatment. With sensitive skin, I'm always going through cycles where I need a treatment like this, whether it's my skin needing to climatize to different seasons, changing weather, but also when I'm trying new actives or I'm phasing in stronger new formulas, or even just during the time that I'm testing products. So this is something that I always have on hand. I love using this after I've spent an entire day out in the sun, especially in the summertime when my skin also feels overheated. But this is just that comfort serum. It's something that I just want to use when I want to do something good for my skin. The texture is glorious. It is immediately soothing and hydrating. It's got that nice slippiness to it, which I love so much. And you can see that it fully absorbs and dries down in the skin as well. The formula is just full of skin soothers and beta-glucan, the hydrators, the barrier fortifiers with the 3 different types of ceramides, but also it's got the antioxidants as well. There are 2 moisturizers to address different skin conditions, so I'm going to start with the Rescue and Repair Weightless. This one is texturally so fabulous. It's lightweight for normal to oily skin types, but it's also very silky. It glides on your skin and it's hydrating. It feels really smooth and comforting. It gives a natural skin finish and really works well under makeup because it's just so silky and smooth. The Rescue and Repair Intensive Moisturizer is a more emollient formula that is good for normal to drier skin types, and you can really feel the thickness in texture in this formula. This moisturizer is good going into the winter season. It's definitely hefty, but it doesn't leave a greasy finish. It's a texture that feels like it's gripping onto the skin, and it feels very protective, like your skin is protected from the outside, and it feels like a very tight hug. Something I find quite notable about this moisturizer is even though it is a dense moisturizer, it doesn't contain shea butter, any butters, or waxes, which is really rare. And I know that there are a lot of people, especially the acne-prone ones, that shy away from these ingredients in their moisturizers for the potential of congestion, or their skin just doesn't react to it well. So if you're someone who has dry skin, or you're in a dry climate and you really want something heavier without the very congestive properties, then you may want to give this a try. So that's the new Calm collection. I hope you enjoyed watching, and until next time, I'm wishing you great skin health. Bye!